Hey Pisceans, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your November monthly general reading here. So let's get right into your meditation. I was taken right to the Phantom of the Opera, honey. I was taken to the stage. I saw the red curtains. I saw Pisces on top of the billing. I also saw there's this I kept hearing the Phantom of the Opera is here in my mind, and then it kept repeating the Phantom of the Opera is here in my mind. There's this aspect of, if you think about the Phantom, he wore that mask, right? And then we have our, leading lady who was able to see behind that mask, right? And love despite appearances. I want to say to you that, because I feel like it's a double meaning here with your meditation. On one hand, I want to say to you, emotional expression and creative expression could not be more important and healing for you in the month of November. I'm saying any way you got to do it. Like if you got to bust out some puppets and put on puppet theater for your nieces and nephews, honey, bust out the puppet theater. Do what you need to do, honey. But I'm hearing like writing poetry, even anything that involves creative expression. Now, let me put this out there. If you happen to be in a line of work that technically falls in the category of creative expression, meaning you are, a visual artist or you're a singer or whatever it is that you do, that is not included. This is not the kind of emotional and creative expression that you get paid for, that is monetized, or you get something about. No, this is something outside of that. Now, let's say you are a visual artist and you still want to express yourself in that way. Great, but don't do it thinking I can sell this later, or what are other gonna think of this. This is something for you to see and you to experience. Okay. Emotional and creative expression, like nobody is watching and like there's no stakes involved, is your priority for November. Okay? All right. Let's see what your animal energy is here. Yeah. Okay, so we have the unicorn here. Fabulous. The unicorn and the eagle. So let's talk. The unicorn equates to the judgment key in the tarot. Judgment is about, reviewing your past from a lens of acceptance and non-bias, which means you can look back on your past and draw wisdom from it in order to inform your future, but not if you're looking back on it with, regret, disdain, holding grudges, anger at yourself or others, your parents even, whatever that may be. Also, if you're looking back on your past and there's sorrow there, right, or there's any kind of emotion that is not neutral or of a place of allowance, you're asking to help yourself get there. Now, what's really cool about this is that unicorns energetically are associated with artistically gifted and psychically gifted children. So it's interesting that I saw you guys, at the theater, Phantom of the Opera, and then doing a puppet show for, your nieces and nephews. You saw 3:33 on the timer. The reason that it's coming through for me about doing it in a way where no one's watching and nothing's to be gained from it monetarily or otherwise is because there is this childlike energy here that wants to be in and of your energy for this month. There's a really beautiful tonic around that. It's like, please allow yourself to be a kid again. Allow yourself to play. Because what did I see? I saw a play on stage for you. And then you have unicorn coming up here, which is saying, please play and play artistically and creatively. Right? I feel like the reason this equates to the judgment key is because children have a way of, kind of like a Six of Cups too, where children have a way of being in the now moment to an extent where the past doesn't exist and nor does the future. Also, they have a beautiful capacity for imagination. They are the example of how to suspend your disbelief. Suspending your disbelief is a term from the theater world, which says when you go to a play, you need to suspend your disbelief in order to really appreciate and allow yourself to, interact with the story. If you're sitting there going, that's a plot hole. Oh, that would never happen. I don't believe that. You're not going to enjoy it. It's not art that way, right? So there's something here about that. What did I say? Artistic expression, right? An emotional expression. creative and emotional. Unicorn, beautiful. Now, the eagle is very interesting because the eagle equates to the Wheel of Fortune for me, okay? The eagle is very much about seeing the bigger picture and the finer points and details and then moving on that stimuli when the time is right. Kind of like a King of Swords, but observes and then takes action. Moves when really at the exact right time, right? Eagle is also a messenger of spirit, right? They're associated with carrying message from the spirit world, right? Associated with shamanism as well. So you have two otherworldly energies here coming through for you, which is really beautiful. This circle represents that of spirit, and this is air energy, right? So it's a really potent time for you in November. I'm getting this feeling that anything that confines or restricts you is not necessarily in your best interest. I'm actually really drawn to this moonstone that I have right here. And then we have the moon with the unicorn. Moonstone, I don't always, recommend crystals, but I'm really feeling this for this moonstone too. Especially during this month of Scorpio season, into Sagittarius season, I feel like moonstone is going to, you're Pisces, of course. You're associated with the moon. Hello, I got there in the end. And took a second. Moonstone is your home stone. If you can get your hands on some of this, especially wearing it, is extra beneficial. I think Edgar Cayce said that in order to get the full benefit of moonstone, it's best to wear it. Actually around your neck too as well, wearing it around your neck. Yeah, I'm really feeling that this is going to be a beautiful tonic to help express and balance your emotions at the same time. So it's really good. Okay. Woo, Pisceans. Anything that constricts you, anything that limits you, anything that is rule heavy or I have to get this done. I'm going to put it to you this way. If you are able, and even if you're not able to do it in this extreme form, you can find a version of this that is doable in your current situation, because I understand we all have to work and make money, okay? But what if I were your doctor and we were outside of the restrictions of time and money, okay? I would prescribe for you for the month of November, no work, all play. That's what I'm getting for you right now. No work, all play. Okay? Nothing harsh, no violent movies, no social media, nothing that is of a harsher energy. I'll play, no work. That's what I'm getting would be a tonic for you. Now, I understand we all have to live, like I said, and make money and pay bills and all of this stuff and deal with life. But if you can carve out times, even days or afternoons or a certain time of night where you go, I'm going to all play right now, really commit to it, I feel like that could be, because sometimes doing a little bit every night or every morning can make a big difference. Okay? I feel like in doing that is what's going to help that Wheel of Fortune turn in your favor. Okay? All right, what's going on for Pisces? Yep. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So we have the Two of Wands here, which is, it just feels right on the money. First of all, we have this, I think this is a manta ray. Yeah, a manta ray here. I think this is Montego Bay, actually. But anyway, we have a manta ray here. Which is very much about allowing yourself to be somewhere in the middle of things and not worrying about the next step. Again, back to this judgment, this unicorn energy, this childlike energy, the Six of Cups as well. So this is also taking the time needed to just be where you are, right? This is the Two of Wands. This is getting yourself exactly to where you need and want to be before moving ahead. Remember when I said gentility, it's like I want to prescribe you outside of the restrictions of time and money, just all the allowance to just be where you are and do what your heart wants you to do. This is a beautiful Two of Wands tonic around that, right? The thing is, if you're feeling the need from that for a soul perspective and this resonates with you in some way, and you don't allow yourself, or you don't find a way to manifest that for yourself, then you end up moving into a Three of Wands energy that is not necessarily conducive to you. I also want to say, this feels like it's a lot about making choices from love and not fear. Are you taking on more work than you are comfortable with right now because you're afraid you won't be able to pay for things? Is an example. I'm not saying that it's just an example, right? Are you picking up that phone every time it rings when your friend calls, even though you feel emotionally drained after? Or even when your friend who you love who doesn't drain you, even though you have no energy at the end of the day? Are you answering that phone anyway because you're afraid that if you don't, that they won't want to be your friend anymore, that they'll be mad at you, or that the only thing that you have to offer is being there even when you don't have the energy to do so? Something to think about. You're being asked to be where you are right now, okay? Really be where you are. Nurture yourself, right? Salt water, right? Then you have the Ace of Cups, which is all about self-love and self-care. I'm telling you, this is what's up for you guys for November. You know, this is great love. This is self-love, self-care, psychic, intuitive downloads, and insights. This is filling your own cup up so that you can turn around and serve it, you know, share it, rather, with others, right? You can only be as good to others as you are to yourself, for real. I also feel like by being where you are, you're going to be open and privy to some intuitive insights about your path ahead that you might miss out on if you're too busy being busy. Okay? All right. Because I feel like this little bird is looking at this manta ray who's just chilling going, I'll wait. Be fully here, and it's going to lead you here, which is going to propel you forward. Help that wheel to turn in a direction that is conducive to your highest and best good. Okay. What else going on for Pisces? Oh, God. Seven of Pentacles. So I'm sensing a theme. You know, this is about waiting. This is about patience and trust. Remember when I said I would prescribe you all play and no work? And then we have work suspended up in the air, and your relationship to it is patience, trusting that the seeds that you've sown will bear fruit. Do you see, what are those? Are they moose or are they elk or so? Anyway, do you see these two bucks back here and they're wrangling horns? Remember when I said a gentler hand away from any stimuli that's harsh or combative or upsetting in any way, and you're over here in your own energy, patiently waiting for the next chapter to reveal itself? You are absolutely being advised just swoop. Express yourself creatively and from a place of play. That is your assignment right now. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Sometimes this can come up too when you've been working a little too hard. Eight of Swords to clarify the Two of Wands. Okay. So Eight of Wands, interesting. Eight of Swords traditionally is that mental prison that we create within for ourselves. It's a lack of sight. It's restriction. It's constriction. Remember when I said that this is the opposite of what we want for you this month, right? I feel like we're looking at a choice. You can choose to be in a Two of Wands where you are actively deciding and giving yourself permission not to be active right now in terms of work or whatever else, or less active in work, more time with play. Or you can choose to feel that you need that, fight against it, and land yourself in an Eight of Swords where your soul is asking you to do one thing, but your egoic mind is task mastering you to do another. This could be a lot of different things. This could be taking time on your own away from friends and just going, I need to be my own energy. This could be spending more time with friends and letting yourself be in that energy, even though you, right? So it's really going to be personal to and for you. See these three owls and this moon in the middle? Keep getting this moon energy, right? You know, the moon and the owl is very much about looking at the shadow aspects of ourselves and others and seeing clearly, right? I'm hearing face your shadows and transform. Oh, that makes sense. That actually makes sense with both of these. Face your shadows from a place of allowance and play and acceptance, and transform. Turn that wheel in your favor, right? But I feel like this facing your shadow thing, I'm going to tell you, Scorpio got kind of a similar message, and they're water sign like you, obviously. But theirs was a bit of a more stern, head-on energy. Yours is like approach this from a softer, gentler aspect. Face your shadows through a lens of allowing yourself to be in that childlike energy of the now moment. It's kind of like a subtle healing that's going to take place. It's like, oh, okay. I'm seeing Patch Adams. So you know sick kids at the hospital? Like they have a clown come in and distract them when the nurse is gonna, it's a little graphic, but it's what I'm getting. When the nurse has to stick the needle in and administer the medicine that's really uncomfortable, they have to undergo something, and the clown comes in to distract them during the process, and by the time this is done, they don't even realize what happened as much because they were too busy playing and laughing at the clown. I'm hearing to let yourself have that clown experience. You know what I mean? Your soul is doing some work here. You're healing some things. You're letting go of things. You're coming to a place of acceptance. You're about to move into a new chapter. And this is Spirit's way of going, okay, we're going to gently heal and rework some stuff within and for you. Okay? Your energy wants to be shifted. Allow it to shift from a place of play and ease. Okay? All right. Ace of Cups. Page of Wands. This is really beautiful. So someone else got this same combo. I don't remember who. I don't remember who. Anyway, Page of Wands. The wands rule the realm of the actions that we take, what we're passionate about, creativity, artistry, action. The Page of Wands for me is a lot about courage, right? It's courage to start a new venture, the courage to get an idea and follow through on it. It's another way of saying the Page of Wands for me too is that abundance is on the other side of fear. Right? A lot of people get great ideas and get these nudges and then out of fear just never follow through. They're afraid of failure, whatever have you. Remember when I said that this cup is going to come to you and inform you about your next best direction or new path ahead for you? And then we had the Page of Wands here. This is a boon being offered to you by Spirit, by the universe, by your higher self. And you're being asked to enjoy yourself in the now moment in the process of getting there. Allow it to come to you from a place of feminine energy. Be receptive to that as opposed to embarking in a masculine energy and trying to go after it or figure it out at this time. Okay? Okay. Let's get a clarifier for Seven of Pentacles. Oop. Wow. I mean, Knight of Pentacles. I mean, this is just, could we get more of a slowdown here? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight there is. I love that. Get with the moon here. I love that this is depicted with a donkey. Let's talk about donkeys. I love donkey energy because donkeys come in to represent benefactors or wounded healers a lot of the time because donkeys will serve and serve and serve with little thought for themselves. Okay? So especially those of you who are in a line of work or have a personality, like I said already, where you're there for others a lot, you serve others or you facilitate healing for others, you're being asked at this time to do this for yourself. Now, I feel an impatience when I say that. If you feel like that's what you've been doing or you feel like you've done this long enough and you want it, then you ain't done yet. If this is for you. There's more to be done here. Why rush yourself? Right? Why push yourself into a next stage when you, from a soul perspective, if you feel that it's true that you could use more time to slow down and nurture and just be where you are, then beautiful. Come from a place of allowance and trust that you want that casserole to stay in the oven as long as it needs to. And when Spirit sets the timer off, it'll be time to take it out and go on with yourself. You know what I mean? This is worth waiting for, this next chapter of yours. These aspects of yourself that want to be healed. Right? Anyway, the time flies when you're in the creative vortex anyhow. Which is beautiful. I love how Spirit is presenting this to you, actually. Again, you might want to watch the Scorpio reading, actually. It was similar, but it was like, this is like the gentle approach, how you would instruct like a child that you really love to go about November. And the Scorpio reading was like taskmaster, tough love. So if you want the other side of this, I would definitely watch the Scorpio reading. Okay, let's get an oracle. You guys are stand still. A sip of coffee. Just take that in. Wow. Okay, so here's the deal. Stand still. Everything that I just said is what this card is about. It's exactly what it says in the guidebook to this deck. By allowing yourself to be where you are from a place of acceptance, you will get to where your soul wants you to go more efficiently and with more enjoyment. Stand still. If you were assuming this Lotus position... In the Scorpio reading, they got a card of the Holy Mountain, and this dude is sitting in the same spot but on top of a mountain. Okay, watch the Scorpio reading, y'all. If you assume this standstill position, but you are internally thinking about how you should be working or how you wish you didn't have to be in the standstill position anymore, you feel like you've been here, whatever this is, then you're not doing it. You're half doing it. You gotta restart over again. Right? And look how these are illustrated here. A judgment, a review and healing of the past from a place of artistic and creative expression, right? It's going to be done in the background. The clown is going to be, you're going to be enjoying yourself while the medicine's being administered, okay? This is a good thing, okay? Then that is, you know, as a result, going to have the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. This feels like you're a bird course. You're getting off kind of, I don't want to say getting off easy, but like, this is the path of least resistance here, Pisces. Consider yourselves lucky. I'm almost done with the readings, and this is like pretty gentle in a beautiful way. Stand still. Be where you are. Work within the timeline of spirit, not your egoic timeline. Okay, that is the path of least resistance and the way forward for you. And I think that it's very, very beautiful that you're being given this opportunity to do so. I also want to point something else. I'm also drawn to the Lotus position here. Remember we talked about Phantom of the Opera and seeing the beauty underneath the mask beyond the appearances of it? Well, the Lotus, you know, is beautiful on top, but it comes up from the muck and the dirt and the excrement, right? There's something in that for you, right? What's beautiful on top as the final result is the result of shadow work and hard work and processing, okay? But you guys are able to do this. And look at this beautiful sunset, right? Remember when I said that a new day, a new chapter is coming as a result of this? You are at the sunset aspect of this. Roll on through, okay? You absolutely got this. Guys, this was your November general reading. I so hope that this helped and resonated with you. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments. And with that being said, just thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.